Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream, watch along and commentary of today's Eredivisie clash between Feyenoord and Ajax. Both teams joint level on second and third in the table with 36 points each after 18 games or so. And my word, we've got a big game today. Feyenoord are the hosts, Ajax are the visitors. And this could go anywhere. And who will get that early Christmas present? Do vote in our live poll on our live chat page. Feyenoord a draw or Ajax to win. As you can see, I've put my predictions below on the screen. So I'm going for an Ajax win at 2-1. And for first goal scorer today, I'm going to go for Sebastian Haller of Ajax. So anyway, get in touch on the live chat page. It's been a while since we've done a Dutch league match. It was first time this season anyway we're doing one. So apologies we haven't done any until now, but my word, it's great to be back to do these ones. This is the start of our double build today. We're doing the Serie A tonight as well at 7:45 between AC Milan and Napoli at the San Siro. So we're just getting ready for the players to come out onto the pitch here at the Feyenoord Stadium. And here we go then. So it looks as though the players are out on the pitch. Let's look at the lineups of today. Hopefully you can hear that. Oh, hang on. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to just change my audio settings. Now we are good to go. And as you can probably hear the crowd right now, it's a very good crowd. It's very foggy at the Feyenoord Stadium. Let's have a look then at the starting lineup. So, for Feyenoord, we've got Bejlo in goal, Pedersen the right back, Malacia the left back, the centre backs are Koku and Gertrude. In midfield, in front of them, we've got, we've also got in defence Senesi. And then in midfield, in the front three, just behind the main striker, we've got Toornstra. Then we've got Senesi, as I mentioned, in defence. We've got Koku in midfield as the number 10. Then we've got Ansus in midfield with Lennison, who's up front. Till just in behind of Linson. And then Sinistera in the front three as well. So they're just about to kick off. For Ajax, we've got Pasveer in goal. Legend he is in Dutch football in a way, even though he doesn't get that much hype. We've got Timber, the right back, Daley Blind at left back, Gravenberch in front of them in the defensive line. Then we've got Schurz in the centre back role, Martinez next to Schurz in centre. We've got Anthony on the right hand side, Alvarez just in behind as well. And then up front it's Haller, Berghaus in behind and Tadic on the left hand side. Now the audio's gone really quiet all of a sudden, so I'm not sure what's that all about. Oh no, there we go. So we're just about to get ready for kickoff. As I said, very foggy today. If you're watching the match as well, it's very foggy. I don't know if it's from flares or if it is the weather where I am in England, which of course is not Holland. It's actually it was very foggy during the night, so I wonder if they've had the same kind of conditions there overnight and throughout the day today. We're still waiting for the match to kick off. They're a couple of minutes late here. The players are ready to go though, it seems. They're in position. Referee's giving them this kind of signal. I guess he is just waiting for the call to kick off the game. Looks as though Feyenoord will start the game. They'll attack from left to right. Ajax from right to left. Now, of course, I don't think there's any fans at all today. Because of the fact that, well, sadly, in the last 24 hours or so, Netherlands announced a lockdown in the country. So with that obviously means fans can't go and watch this classic between these two big rivalries in Dutch football. It's going to be an Ajax throw-in just inside their own half on the near side. It's just gone out of play for another throw-in. It's got the ball going past the feet of Victor Ten Hag, Erik Ten Hag, that is not his brother. Ten Hag, of course, rumoured to be the next Manchester United manager in the summer. He's doing a great job for Ajax this season. They won all of their 6 matches in the group stages of the Champions League. Feyenoord having to play it all the way back. And the goalkeeper will clear it from Bigelow. Ajax now in possession. Do get in touch, folks, on the live chat page. It'll be good to hear from you. We got on the current poll at the moment, we've got Feyenoord at 41% to win the game. 5% of you going for a draw and 54% going for Ajax. Ajax, as I've put in my predictions as well, I expect them to be the favourites. So throw-in for Ajax. Down the line. Ajax playing in their away colours today, which is that blue and black strip, which I can't decide whether I like it or not. We've got David Lindenberg saying worked it. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, get in touch and we'll read out your messages. Here come Ajax now. It's going to be the first corner of the game. Tadic wants to take it quickly, swings it in with his left foot. Comes back to him for a throw-in. Takes it quickly again now with Tadic. And it looks as though it's with the defensive line of Ajax. If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. We'd really appreciate your support. Here comes Feyenoord. Looks as though it's with the number 2 of Pedersen. And he's played all the way back to Gertrude. And then back to the goalkeeper. I always hate that. I would fine players if they kept playing the ball backwards. I hate it. I think Ralph Rangnick, who's of course the Man United interim manager for now, I think he doesn't like that style of football, and I think he will have a go at his players if they do play like that. Which, in all fairness, we've hardly seen much of Ralph Rangnick's United team so far because of the 2 match postponements they've had to have this week, one against Brighton and one against Brentford. They were supposed to play Brighton today, I think. But because of COVID in the team camp, they've not been able to play. Quite a lot of postponements in the Premier League this weekend, but the Dutch League has been okay this weekend. I don't think there's been any postponements. All the matches that are supposed to take place today are taking place. At half-time, we will keep you up to date on the other Dutch League results. I'll just currently double check now, but there is quite a few games. There is another match going on. And it's Go Ahead Eagles that are hosting the NEC. And that is currently 7 minutes in. That's goalless. We've actually had another game that was on earlier today. Cambuur losing at home to Heerenveen, 2-1. Looked like he included a red card for Schmidt. Only 12 minutes in. I wonder if that was a straight red. Yeah, straight red. That must have been a nasty challenge. But Verman getting both goals for Heerenveen. He got the winner on the 83rd minute after he scored a penalty on the 10th minute in the first half. So that's your latest results so far. Ajax with a long ball, finds no one and it's straight to Bigelow's feet, the goalkeeper for Feyenoord. It's such a shame there's no fans for this because it would be a fantastic atmosphere. Massive game. Ajax is second, Feyenoord are third. They're pretty much joint second since they're on the same amount of points of 36. And you know, it's a lot of games still to go, and I think this is the last round of fixtures in the Dutch leagues until Christmas. And I think they do have a winter break just like Serie A and Bundesliga and all that do. Apart from us lot in England, we carry on. We don't stop for Christmas. Which, at this rate, if COVID cases keep rising in the team camps, we might not have any games this Christmas. I think if I can remember rightly, on Friday, at least 27 games in all the English leagues were cancelled because of COVID this weekend. And there's been more cancellations since I last checked, so there's probably been more than 30 overall. I do think it was bad though. Like Aston Villa were playing their match yesterday, and they cancelled it 2 hours before kickoff, which makes no sense. Why 2 hours before kickoff? They should have decided before they went to bed on Friday. You know, especially people who having to travel, the away team having to travel, and the fans travelling for no reason now. And it won't be that simple just to get train ticket refunds if they did make the travel, because if you tell those train companies, "Oh, my match didn't happen," that's not their fault. So currently goalless, 7 minutes in. Jamie Burgoyne says, the fact there is no Stu Davis on a Dutch domestic football stream is a crime. Yeah, it's terrible, Burgoyne. It's terrible. Hashtag bring in Stuart Davis. My brother from another mother. Oh, there's a long ball there. Bit of clashing going on. Feyenoord have got it in possession though. But yeah, PSV Eindhoven are top of the Eredivisie at the moment. Now here come Feyenoord. I think it's with Sinistera. Nearly lost the possession there. Chip forward on the left wing. Is that going to be a corner? I think it might be. Yeah, it's a corner. This will be Feyenoord's first corner of the game. Nothing but clouds in the sky. It was incredibly foggy before kickoff. Now it's just disappeared. It can't have been flares if there's no fans in the stadium, unless they're outside the stadium. Maybe in protest as to, oh, we should be allowed in these games. Here comes the corner straight at the hands of Pazver. Or Pazvir, as they like to call him. Oh, hang on, it's a great goal kick there from Pazvir. Oh, Ajax nearly getting the ball through to their main man up front of Tadic. And a shot going way over the crossbar. I'm not sure. I think that was Berghaus with the shot there. It was pretty poor. But yeah, both teams looking like they're playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation, as you can see on the starting lineup screens on to my left and right. Those are the predicted lineups from the official Eredivisie website. So if they don't know, no one knows. Bob van der Wal has said that it'll be 3-0 to Ajax. Hall, Berghout and Tadic to score. Big Simp, I think that's what it says. Says Ajax easy win for Ajax. Well, it's we're just about to reach 10 minutes. Goalless at the moment. Not much to really report on so far if you've just joined us. But if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. Vote on that poll as well. And if it really helps for any of you who might like a bit of a cheeky bet out there, if it helps, I've shared my predictions below. Scoreline and, of course, the outcome with it. Along with who will score first. And I've gone with Sebastian Haller. I think Sebastian Haller, from the top of my head, has got 14 goals this season already. I mean, he's been terrific. I mean, it's mad to think that they got him from West Ham. You know what I mean? Like, you'd think West Ham would be a bit more... I mean, no offence to the Eredivisie, the Premier League is a lot bigger, and I think a lot of players dream of playing in the Premier League. But that Ajax move, I wasn't sure what to think. I remember watching his first 2 games for Ajax, because he joined back in January. Feels like a long time ago now, but, you know, he has settled in absolutely fantastic. And you look at Eric Ten Hag, and you just think, is that because of him? Is he just that good at recruitment? Because, you know, look at Tadic as well. Tadic, I don't remember him much from Southampton. I didn't think too much of him, but when Ajax got to the Champions League semis a couple of years ago, Tadic was one of their best players, along with De Ligt and De Jong, who said they aren't with the team now. They've moved on. Don't blame them though, because they were very young and they were always going to get interests outside of Holland. So, you know, De Ligt at Juventus, Frankie De Jong at not Man United, Barcelona. That is a rumour though. That is a rumour. Frankie De Jong to United. I've been saying for the last 6 months, a cheeky steal from Barca as a United fan, I would take him. Because Barcelona at the moment are going nowhere and they're playing Europa League football. I never thought I'd see the day. But yeah, come February, with the last 32 in the knockout rounds of the Europa League, we will have Barcelona in the knockouts. I didn't check the Europa League draw actually, so I don't actually know who they're... Let me check. I must check this. Europa League draw, who did they get? So... Oh, Napoli! Oh, that'd be a good one. And Dortmund Rangers. Yeah, I like those ties. Yeah, that'd be exciting. Dortmund Rangers, I'm looking forward to that. Who knows? I just think it's a shame Steven Gerrard isn't quite there. Isn't quite there at Rangers anymore, because I'd have liked to have seen him win the title for a second season. I think it's always good to win a trophy more than once to kind of really prove it. I mean, he proved anyway last season. You know, he helped Rangers win their first title in, 10 years? After all the diabolical stuff that happened behind closed doors, the finances, and to go all the way back to League Two. Oh, that's a foul. Ajax have got a free kick. It's about 40 yards out, though. It's taken quickly with a short pass. Now Anthony. Oh, that's a yellow card. First booking of the game. And I think that's gone. It's actually gone to their forward, Linson. I'm not sure who he fouled there. It was right in front of the referee, so I think he was absolutely sure to give it. Studs up. Oh yeah, studs on his feet. Could have been a red, but I think he made the right decision. So first booking of the game. Only been 13 minutes. Linson for Feyenoord. Got a few more comments. We've got Paul Priester saying Feyenoords. Lots of S's there. Stuart Din D. Koning, sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, says 2-1 Feyenoord for sure. Till and Linson for Feyenoord and Haller for Ajax. Stuart D. Koning has also said Linson first goal scorer. Jamie Burgoyne says Frankie de Jong and Donny van der Beek can be bench buddies. Yeah, I'm not sure Van der Beek's going to get much of a... I don't think it's going to change much under Ralph Rangnick. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a player down. And I think it's... I can't quite tell who that is. But I think that's going to be a yellow card for Ajax. And that is for Gravenberch. So already, this is already looking quite the clash. Only 14 minutes in, both teams with a yellow card each. Gravenberch and Linson. Looks as though the Feyenoord manager's just having a word with Linson. The match has paused for now since one of the Feyenoord players who got fouled is injured. Actually, no, it's one of the Ajax players now. Oh dear. Again, I'm watching the match on a very small screen. You see, it's a Bet365 stream, and they don't let you kind of go full screen with it. It's Haller. Oh no, it's Martinez, sorry. The Sandro Martinez being checked out. I think he should be alright. He's just rubbing his thigh. Stephen Hoffman says 3-1 easily. I take it that's for Ajax, Stephen, for them to win. Burgoyne says thoughts on Daniel Udder for the 2022 Ballon d'Or. It's not going to happen, mate. The only person that's going to win Ballon d'Or is Messi every year. Even if when he retires, Messi will win Ballon d'Or somehow. It's just, I don't know. I always say this, and I still watch it with interest. Well, I don't watch it. I just wait until the results come out of who wins the Ballon d'Or. But I just think, I just don't know how anyone can really believe in it. You know, it's always been hit and miss with some of the decisions. You know, for example, 2010, I think Messi won that, but I would have given that to Wesley Sneijder. Won the Champions League, got Netherlands to the World Cup final, just missed out in extra time to Spain when the World Cup was in South Africa. Did a lot better than Messi did. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. 2013 should have been Frank Ribery's. Won everything. Was absolute class with Bayern Munich that season. It's quite a few. There's one or two as well as this year. And I also would say 2019. Because 2019 was Messi's, and I'm not really sure why. I get it's down to the stats and what he's contributed, even if his team don't win trophies. But I do wonder if the Ballon d'Or should be a thing where you only win it once. And it doesn't matter how good your season is, you change that. But I think you can't really change that rule now, because then you'll always have the fact that Messi's always won the most Ballon d'Ors. And, you know, maybe one day you'd like to see someone be just as good as him and be like that and win all those trophies, but that's just my thoughts. I think you should always let other players enjoy the glory. You know, Messi and Ronaldo, they don't need to keep winning it. We know they're good. We don't need them to keep winning the Ballon d'Or to prove how good they are. We know if you're a true football fan, you know how good they are. Feyenoord with a cross in. It's a free shot and it's way over the bar. I think the bounce was a bit awkward there. That didn't take a deflection, did it? Let's have a look here. They're showing the replay. Not a bad cross from the left-hand side. Good pick out. Now, I can't see that being a corner. I didn't see any deflection there. Yeah, Martinez still being treated on the side of the pitch. I wonder if he can continue. He's just kneeled down and put his hand on his face like this, so I don't think he's happy. Stephen Hoffman asks, what bet did you place? Well, I've done an accumulate, only 50. I'm a bit sad. I've done a 50p accumulate on quite a few games today, including this one for an Ajax win. Oh, they have made a sub. I'd missed that. That's Tagliafico who's come on. So I think he's replaced Martinez. So not a substitution Ten Hag wanted to do early on, as we've reached 19 minutes. It's goalless. Martinez talking to... Is he talking? No, he's talking to one of Ten Hag's coaches. Looks like him, because he has no hair. But he doesn't have the goatee like Ten Hag does. Cynical Owen says Ajax must win, no doubts. Jamie Burgoyne says na 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 na. Daniel Uda Uda na 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 na. Tell me more about Uda Burgoyne. I don't think I know him that well. Or is he called Udo? Sorry, I do apologise. In case you're wondering, folks, of course, wearing the Santa hat today. Christmas is coming. Less than a week to go. I actually, thanks to Classic Football Shirts, I was able to buy one of these Baggio Christmas jumpers. I love it. I've ordered all of them, all three of them. They've done a Baggio Italian themed Christmas jumper. Ronaldo, as in the R9 Ronaldo, back in his Inter Milan days, in that great away shirt, the grey and black strip, beautiful shirt, wasn't it? They've done a Christmas jumper like that. And also a Batistuta Christmas jumper in his from his Fiorentina days. And they do put their names on the back. I don't know if you can see that, but there's Baggio on the back. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Other Christmas jumpers are available. throwing for Feyenoord. Still goalless. They've not really seen... I mean, Ajax haven't been goal-threatening, but neither have PSV, really. It's been quite tactical so far. Just as I say that, here's a good one now for Ajax. Oh, nearly got the ball through to Anthony. But now Feyenoord have intercepted. It was a good challenge to win the ball back, because I think they would have been in behind there. Throwing for Feyenoord just outside the Ajax dugout. It does look cold there today. All of a sudden the fog has just disappeared. I just wonder if there was flares outside the stadium at least. Remember, folks, if you just joined us, there is a lockdown in the Netherlands as of this weekend, so there's no fans. I don't know if there wasn't any fans last weekend, but we know for sure now there won't be any. I think only the club staff and the media are inside that stadium, so it's like the old days. Oh God, how do I not... I don't miss those days. Last season, I kind of don't like to count it, really. Just when you win these trophies or these competitions happens with no fans, who cares? I know we were able to have access to them on TV, pretty much all the Premier League games and all that, but it's just not the same. You want the atmosphere, despite getting the sound effects guy to produce and provide that for us. Here come Feyenoord with Tornstra. Again, I'm watching on a small screen, so it's hard to figure out who's who for Feyenoord, because they wear the classic red and white half and half shirt. It's hard to actually decide what their numbers are, and it's all in black font, which isn't easy to read. Ooh, it's now on the edge of the box, and they've won a free kick on the left-hand side of it. Some of the Ajax players, including Justin Timber, is not happy about that. Yeah, it's a foul. And it's Berghaus who's been penalised for it. He was the one who made the challenge. Tadic trying to get a word with the referee, but it's too late now. He'll have to form a wall for Ajax to avoid a goal being conceded. Big game this, 6-pointer. If you didn't know, both teams are on the same amount of points, 36 points. Second and third in the table. Burgoyne says that Daniel Uda is an ex-Crew and AFC Telford player. Basically Pele without the nonsense. What do you mean by nonsense? Pele won the World Cup. Clock now at 24 minutes. Free kick here for Feyenoord. Can they go ahead? No. Oh, he's hit the wall twice. Tried to go for the rebound. And at the end, the long ball in has gone straight to the hands of Pazveer. Now, Pazveer, I think, is 38 now. I must admit, I didn't realise how old he got. I think he's a great goalkeeper. He was part of the FC. I'm sure he was part of the FC Cologne team last season. So I remember watching FC Cologne versus Mönchengladbach, and we did a watch along, and it was a great game. Sadly, as a Mönchengladbach fan, Mönchengladbach actually lost. MK says, "Come on, Ajax." In case you aren't sure yet, if you're trying to put maybe a bet on this game or trying to prove your mates right, that you're going to be right with your predictions. If you can't think of any, I've shared mine below. Going for a 2-1 win for Ajax. It's not looking like that at the moment. Sebastian Haller to get the first goal. Currently goalless, 25 minutes gone. So throwing pretty much on the halfway line for Feyenoord. Blind with a header forward. Daley Blind, he reminds me of Ericsson in a weird way. Blind Blind had his problems with his heart while playing on the pitch once. I think it happened to him in training. I don't think it happened in a match, but I think it was in training not long ago. And they sorted him out with a pacemaker, which of course helps you get your heart going again. If you have a heart, another, if it shuts down again, it's bloody clever. And it's probably the best thing that they've ever come up with, which is to make sure that if it ever happens again, you should be fine next time. Here come Ajax, edge of the box. Can he go for a shot? Good pass into the box. On the right hand side, chips it in. Oh, I thought for a moment top corner, but it was way off, and I think that was Anthony. I'm not sure if he tried to actually go for a wonder goal or actually try and pick out someone. It looked like a cross. It wasn't far off, though. It would have been a lovely goal. The goalkeeper was way off his line, so if he had found the corner, that would have been in. Ajax finally finding a moment in front of the Feyenoord goal. Goal kick taken. And the back line of Ajax have retained the ball. Wayne Boss says 90 minutes lang. Currently looking at the live poll, well, over 300 of you have voted, so thanks for interacting on there. Ajax 64%, still the favourites according to our poll. 5% still going for a draw. Not many of you going with that. Who wants a draw? Boring, isn't it? May as well not happen. Feyenoord 31%. It's in the Ajax half at the moment. But yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but at 7:45 tonight we'll be doing another watch along for the Serie A, which is becoming this season has been great in that league. If you haven't watched any of it yet, at least look at the table and realise there's quite a few teams that could go for the title this year. Because Juventus aren't as good as they used to be, aren't as dominant, and they of course lost the Serie A title for the first time in many years last season to when Conte was in charge of Inter Milan and Lukaku and all that, winning the league last season. It is, oh dear, Ajax. Trying to pass it together, pass it all around in the back line. They just give it away for a throw, and that was terrible. They've not settled yet, Ajax. You'd think maybe going to this game with no fans in the Feyenoord stadium, you'd think they might actually welcome it, but proved nothing so far. Really has been a tight one between the two. But Ajax, they've won every game in the Champions League. They've been spot on in that. 6 wins out of 6. And let's not forget, Dortmund were in that group, and Dortmund didn't even get out of it. That's why they're in the Europa League after finishing 3rd. Ajax beating them both times. That's a long throw into the box. It's an awkward one, and Pazvir has picked it up. There was a flick header there. It could have gone anywhere, but Pazvir got there first. It kind of reminded me of Rory Delap of Stoke City with his old long throw-ins. That used to cause at least Arsenal's defence all sorts of problems. Not in just one game, but in quite a few games. Arsene Wenger could never deal with that. It was like a corner. It was mad how well he threw it, Rory Delap. I just remember he always had a hand towel at the Britannia Stadium, and they pretty much probably hired a kid to just hang on. Just as I say that, here comes a shot. Oh, it's wide. It's a corner. It took a deflection. It was Tadic with the shot just inside the 18-yard box. He cut in against his man, got away from him, used his right foot to go for the bottom right corner, and then it took a deflection off one of the defenders. So corner on the far side, swings it in, and it's straight to the hands of Bigelow. No problems there. Oh, Feyenoord trying to play from the back, and the goalkeeper was under pressure to clear it. Luckily for him, he's been able to do that. Ajax now in possession. Half an hour gone. My predictions, well, they're not right, but they're not wrong either in a way. Still 60 minutes left of this game to be played, but If you are unsure how to, if you want to put a bet on the game, for example, I've shared my predictions below. Again, I could be wrong, so of course, don't expect it to actually happen. Most of the time, I'm normally wrong. Free kick after all that for Feyenoord. It's a yellow card. And that's for Sebastian Haller. So Haller and Gravenberch so far booked in this game, and Linson booked for Feyenoord. I mean, that was a pointless tackle. Completely late. Never was going to get the ball. Just a bit of frustration, heat at the moment, I think, there for Mr. Haller. Again, as I said before, great season so far. And I have predicted him to be the first goal scorer today. I'll also share my predictions tonight for AC Milan versus Napoli. 8:15 kickoff. I'm looking forward to it. Always love a Sunday night game at the San Siro. Oh, great long ball here for Feyenoord if they get this right. No, it's a corner. Blind with the last touch, I think, to avoid a goal. Now, I didn't know this, but Eredivisie has been around for 65 years now. This season they're celebrating it. So corner to come. No Ajax defender on the goal line. Signal made. Takes the corner with his right foot. Not a great corner. He's got it back though outside the box. Oh, is he going to keep it in play? Oh, it's all over the place. Ajax need to get rid of it. Oh, they've done well there. They've kept hold of it. And it's out of the penalty area. Long ball forward. I think that's Tadic. No, it's Haller. And he's lost the ball after all that. That's got to be a foul. Oh, it's Anthony. And he gets a yellow card now. All the front men of Ajax are getting yellow cards here. They've got to be careful. Still got a lot of football to be played yet. Last thing they'd want is a second yellow. I think Feyenoord are frustrating Ajax so far. I think they're playing really well. They're not looking like much of a goal threat as well as Ajax, but I think they'd take a draw against Ajax, to be honest. But you'd think maybe Ajax would take a draw more than Feyenoord because it's an away match. But again, as I said before, it's such a shame we don't have any fans in the stadium. Adib Erzaki, I think that's how to say it. Asking where you can watch. So I'm using the Bet365 app. It's great. All you needed to do. I always have I always put like a $5 on my account, and then you can watch any of their streams for free. Pretty much all the Eredivisie games are on there. Serie A games on there. All the European leagues you can watch on there. It's great. The only problem is you can only watch on small screens. That's the real problem. You can't watch on a full screen or anything like that, which is fair enough. You know, you wouldn't think on this day and age you'd be able to get streams like that on your betting app for nothing. So it is decent. Ten minutes to go. Goalless at the moment. Interesting battle though. We've already had Ajax getting 3 bookings and having to make a substitution because of Lisandro Martinez having to go off, which looked like a calf problem. They did treat him. They tried to getting back on the pitch, but from his body language, I think he kind of knew that he wasn't going to play again today. Jamie Burgoyne asks, Rory Delap used to be a javelin champion school, am I right? I think you might be right. Or it might be, I can't remember. There was definitely some backstory of why he's so good at throwing a ball. Oh, Pasveer's out the box. He's playing dangerously. He's off the line. Feyenoord have won the ball. Or they've lost it as well. Ajax win it back, which was important because Pasveer was way out of goal. That's a late challenge. And if the referee is going to be consistent, he'll give this a yellow card. Yep, he has done. Who's he giving that to? I think it's Tornstra that he's giving that to. Now, Linson's the only player that's in their book so far. Late challenge on Tagliafico. Just not necessary. Yep, it is Tornstra that made the challenge. But it is feisty, this game. There's a lot of emotions going on out there. Pasveer risked it all by coming out of goal, and he was probably right to do so at the end, but it could have gone either way. So yeah, that's 2 yellow cards for Feyenoord, 3 for Ajax. Thrown for Ajax. Let me check what the other score is like in the Eredivisie. So currently, Go Ahead Eagles are 2-0 down at home to NEC. NEC getting goals from Tavzan on the 29th minute and Bruin scoring from the penalty spot on the 37th minute. There's other games going on today. PSV away at Waalwijk. Big game for PSV. Because I'm sure they would, to be honest, I think they'd be happy if both of these teams got a draw and got a point. And then if they would win today, it'd be a great weekend for them. Because everyone knows Ajax are normally the favourites to win the title. The most successful team in Holland. And I think if there's any chances where Ajax slip up, PSV need to take them. There's a free kick here for Ajax. Foul made pretty much on the midway point of Feyenoord's half. Tadic getting fouled. Well, wasn't much in that. They were both going for it. Nah, I don't think that's a foul. But maybe the referee was going to play advantage, but Feyenoord got the ball straight away. Should be a simple chipped ball into the box. Nope. Just as I say that, they do a short free kick. They didn't listen to me. Low ball cross blocked. Feyenoord clear it away. And he'll go out for throwing in Ajax's half. It's gone straight back to Pasveer, the goalkeeper. But yeah, in case you didn't know, there was a result early today. Camber losing 2-1 at home to Heerenveen. But yeah, if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like if you're enjoying the stream. We'd really appreciate your support. We'd love to do watch-alongs on European football, especially the Eredivisie. It's our first time doing it this season for the league. We did a few last season, but it's the first time this season we're doing this. 5 minutes to go till half-time. Still goalless. I think it's a fair scoreline so far. Gravin Birch. Linking up with Tadic. And after all that, Feyenoord have cleared it away. Oh, another foul. No, the referee says play on. Right, here's a chance here for Ajax. Plenty of space on the right-hand side to cross it in. Nope. Not this time. And I think that's gone for a goal kick. Yes, it has. I think you'll have 3 minutes of added time here, you know. I mean, we've had a few free kicks, few fouls, few bookings. We had to wait a little bit for Lisandro Martinez to come off when he was injured. But so far, Ten Hag having to scratch his head, wondering what's he going to have to do to get Ajax to play better and to pull out a result here at the Feyenoord Stadium. We've got MK asking, what are you watching the game on, mate? So I'm using the Bet365 app. As long as you just put in a £5 on the account and just don't spend it, as long as you've always got certain credit on your Bet365 app on your phone, you can watch this stream for free. It's great. Shows all the Dutch League games, all the Bundesliga games, all the European leagues, just not the Premier League. With the Premier League, they actually give you audio commentary at least. They can't give you a stream, but they give you audio commentary. It's pretty decent. I think it's great. Throw in for Feyenoord. But at half-time, when we take a quick break in a few minutes, we will go through some of the results around Europe and fixtures to come this weekend still. And I'd like to think I'm trying to make the most out of this weekend because not all the European leagues will be happening during Christmas time. Premier League will be on, but not the likes of the Bundesliga or Serie A. Ajax on the back foot here. They're just playing the ball around at the moment. Pushing a few forward as they pass between the two centre-backs. Feyenoord putting a couple of players on them though, but keeping them far back. Bit of good pressure there. Back to Pazvia. Clears it from his right foot. Lands on the halfway line. Poor first touch from one of the PSV midfielders. That's a good long ball. On the left-hand side is Tadic. He's got someone in the box. Not a bad cross. Oh, it's an own goal. And it's 1-0 to Ajax. But it's an own goal that it's taken. And I think it's come from Senesi, the centre-back. And it was a great low ball cross. I didn't think it was going to get to his teammate at the end. But Tadic with the delivery. He could technically take the goal for Ajax. But either way, it'll go down as an own goal. And just when we're about to reach half-time, with a minute to go, Feyenoord are 1-0 down because of a simple error. Let's watch it again. Tadic. Low ball cross. Awkward to deal with, but Senesi, he should have just booted it out. Simple as that. I don't know what he was trying to do. Taps it, and the goalkeeper was committed already, and it goes past him on his right shoulder. So it is 1-0. And to be honest, I think this game has needed a goal, but I don't think I wanted to see it like that. Feyenoord have had a good game so far. But my first goal scorer was wrong. It was an own goal. As I said, typical me of getting my predictions wrong. Ooh. Feyenoord trying to get a goal straight away. Just change on the title like there's been a goal. There we go. 2 minutes of added time. I've just seen that now. We're 30 seconds into stoppage time. Ajax now, here they come again on the left-hand side with Tadic. Short pass to Anthony. Oh, he's lost it. Yeah, not much we've seen from Anthony O'Hall as of yet. Panchito072 asking where can I watch the game. I understand you've probably missed what I've said already a couple of times in this stream. I'm using the Bet365 app. Just simply put a $5 on your account and you don't even need to spend it, and then the streams become available to you. I think other betting apps do it as well, like William Hill and Ladbrokes and all that, but I just normally use Bet365. It's my preference anyway. Oh, Feyenoord with a long ball into the box, and he's in behind the defence. He'll go for goal with a volley way wide at the end. Not a bad effort in terms of the long ball. The finish was terrible. Oh, bit of a pushing and shoving going on. I think there might just be a little frustration for Feyenoord for not getting a goal out of that. Nearly. It was Linson who tried to go for the volley. Might have been a half volley. I think it bounced before he kicked it. But yeah, frustration there for Senesi. He's put his hands to his face the moment the referee blew the whistle for half time. Frustration for him. He's the one that has given away a goal for Ajax to make it 1-0 to them because of an own goal. Tadic with a dangerous low ball cross, and in the front of the goal he tapped it in, which really, looking at his body position, he could have still cleared it and just at least concede a corner. And Haller was right behind him. And because of that, that is what separates the two teams at half-time. I think it's been a good game. It's been interesting. Both teams haven't been much of a threat in front of their opponent's goal. But, you know, Ajax, a team who are very, very frustrating for rivals. You know, they do pick out these results when they need it. And it could be an early Christmas present for them. But anyway, at half-time, it is Feyenoord 0, Ajax 1. And we'll be right back very shortly. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Get yourself a drink and come right back for the second half of this match. So Feyenoord 0, Ajax 1. We'll be right back in a few minutes' time. And we'll go through all the results going on in Holland and the other leagues around Europe. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our live watch along of Feyenoord versus Ajax. If you have just joined us and you didn't watch the first half with us, it is currently 1-0 to Ajax because of an own goal just before half time. And you do feel sorry for Feyenoord to go down like that, but sometimes that's what it will take to get what they need. And currently the players just having a quick warm-up before the game begins. Ajax will start the second half from the centre circle. Let me just sort out my clock. There we go. So, Ajax attacking from left to right. Feyenoord from right to left. Just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. And away we go. So, I don't think there's been any substitutions. As well as, of course, my predictions. Well, the first goal scorer I got completely wrong because it was Haller who didn't get the goal. It was an own goal from Feyenoord, so that I've got wrong. Oh, so Sinister has gone off for Nelson. Which... I wonder why that is. He's got no bookings. The Feyenoord had 2 bookings from that first half, Toornstra and Linson. And here come Feyenoord now. They'd love to get an equalise after that own goal and to try and help Senesi forget what happened. They've got it on the left wing. Oh, nearly poked the ball through. They'll go for a shot just over the crossbar. And it's a goal kick. Trying to figure out who took that. I think it was Nelson actually. He's only just come on and nearly made an instant impact. But yeah, get in touch on our live chat page. For some of you who've been asking how to watch the game, I have put in the live chat page the live stream link that does have this game on. I've used this website a lot of times, so it's been safe for me. But hopefully that'll help you. And Burgoyne says Supermax. Yes, a week ago today, we saw Max Verstappen of the Netherlands win the World Championship, the first ever Dutch World Champion in Formula 1. We did do a watch along for that and it was very speechless. Let's just say it'll definitely be one of our Advent calendar clips. Ball goes across, face of goal. Ajax have picked it up. But yeah, Feyenoord already 2 minutes in, they're hungry. They really do want to... Oh, get up. That's poor from Anthony. He hardly touched him. They were running for the ball, the Feyenoord player. Well, it looks as though his hand touched his face and Anthony's just gone right down there, and I'm sorry, but unless the replay fools me here, I don't see how that was a foul. Oh, it was a little, it was a little hit there on his chin. It's not like he slapped him across the face. It was right in front of Ten Hag, and as you'd expect, Ten Hag will protest and say that that was a foul, and he'll probably tell the referee, give him a yellow card. That's the one part of football I hate. Just that physicality. It doesn't exist, does it, anymore? And Ajax do get a free kick. It was inside their own half. Of course, folks, if you haven't yet, do click that subscribe button. Give us a like as well. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't, do vote on the poll and get in touch on the live chat page. Love to read out your messages. Let us know what you think of this game. 4 minutes gone. It's currently Ajax 1-0. Sorry, 4 minutes in the second half gone. But yeah, you do feel if Ajax get the second goal, it should be theirs to win. I'll just double check, but I mean, let's go through some of the scorelines that are going on today. Let's have a look. So, Everton, Leicester City postponed because of COVID. Newcastle are now 2-0 down to Man City after 38 minutes. Ruben Diaz and Cancelo getting the goal. It's just more and more defeats for Newcastle United, especially under Eddie Howe. Not been able to do that instant impact that the club have so needed him to do. But even if they lose today, they're still... it's not like they're miles behind from safety. So it's not too bad for Newcastle, despite the fact that they've only got one win this season, which they got earlier this month. Long throw-in for Feyenoord, and the referee says that there was a foul. I think he's asking them to take the throw-in again. But, I mean, it's a throw-in. Why didn't he just... Shouldn't that just be a free kick if there's a foul going on there? Why has he made him retake it? Either way, Ajax have cleared it. Well, long ball in from Feyenoord. It's an awkward one. It goes for a strike right into the hands of Pazvi in the centre of goal. And it was Nelson with the kick. He's already had a couple of chances. Striking over the crossbar just 2 minutes into this second half after replacing... Oh, that's got to be a yellow. And that's a yellow for Asnes. So he joins the book for Feyenoord. He's the third booking of the game for them. He joins Tornstra and Linson. Yeah, that was from behind, trying to stop the run of Gravenberch. To be honest, I think he definitely took one there for the team because he was only outside the box when he made the run. Free kick then for Ajax. Wolves 0, Chelsea 0. Chelsea could do with getting a win after they got a draw against Everton at Stamford Bridge the other day. And then at 4:30 later we have Tottenham versus Liverpool. Should be an interesting game. Spurs haven't had much football though because of COVID cases, so that might not help them at all actually. Especially when Liverpool have had their game time as usual. Scottish League Cup finals on today. I forgot about that. That's a 3 o'clock. Hibs versus Celtic. First silverware of the season on offer in Scotland. In the Women's Super League, Man United won 5-0 against Aston Villa. Tone got 2 goals. She's had a great year. Zelen with a penalty, Staniforth, and then also Thomas getting a goal. Chelsea women, West Ham women postponed. Leicester currently leading 1-0 against Birmingham City. And then Tottenham Hotspur women goalless with Everton women after 39 minutes. In terms of the European leagues, in La Liga, Granada are 2-1 up against Mallorca. Atletico Bilbao play Real Betis at 3:15. Getafe 5:30 against Osasuna. And Real Madrid hosting Cadiz tonight in the Bernabeu at 8 o'clock. German Bundesliga, Freiburg 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0. That's only been 11 minutes played. Cologne hosting Stuttgart at 4:30. That'll be a good game. In Serie A earlier, and I think my accumulator is already done because I said Fiorentina would win and they drew 2-2. Thanks very much, Fiorentina. I haven't checked my accumulator, but I think I know for sure I've got it absolutely ballsed up. Spezia 0, Empello 0, 38 minutes gone. Sampdoria taking on the Venice club of Venezia at 5 o'clock. Torino also hosting Hellas Verona at 5 o'clock. And then tonight, which is one of our watch-alongs, our last watch-along of the weekend, AC Milan versus Napoli at 7:45 UK time. So do join me for that. Looking forward to it. Those are your main European leagues. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, Canberra lost at home to Heerenveen earlier today. 2-1 that was. Feyenoord 0, Ajax 0 in this game now. Go Ahead Eagles 2-0 down to NEC. Playing the same amount of minutes right now as Ajax game, as of course that was a same kickoff. Oh, and Ajax nearly put too much pressure on Feyenoord there, where Feyenoord nearly gave the ball away. It could have been a second goal, but Feyenoord luckily had one of their defenders at the right place at the right time. And just as I say that, here comes a long ball down the left-hand side to Nelson. Up against Timber, brings the ball in, and I think they've won a corner. Yes, they have. And I think this is Feyenoord's first corner of the second half. Ricardo says, Max, Max, super, super, Max, Max. I think Burgoyne has got something, has started something there. So can Feyenoord get an equaliser here? We have a corner here on the near side. Here it comes. Cleared away. And after all that, Feyenoord have kicked the ball back in their own half. To their only man in their own half, and that is the goalkeeper. Boots it as deep as he can in the Ajax half. Oh, was that a foul? No. Referee says play on. Feyenoord with the advantage. Good run down the right wing. Ball comes into the box with Nelson. Up against Timber again. Oh, his cross finds no one. An Ajax intercept. Oh, lovely, lovely pass. Oh, just as I say that, they've lost the ball again. Ajax nearly did some great passing manoeuvres there. That would have been a beautiful goal if they broke from there. But yeah, it does feel like Ajax are kind of playing counter-attacking today. I haven't watched enough of Ajax to say how they've been playing all season, but from what I'm seeing today, it looks like that's how they're doing it. Hasn't been as effective so far. I guess it makes sense when you're up against a team that you're joint second with in the table, away from home. You'll take a win, obviously, but maybe a draw wouldn't be so bad. 1-0 up at the moment, though, aren't they? I do wonder if we'll see a red card today. It's now on the right wing for Feyenoord. They'll go for a shot. Nope, no handball there, I don't think. Just a deflection. Ajax clear it again. Let me just check as it stands in the table. Of course, PSV, I said this, I might be wrong, but I think PSV would love to see this be a draw ahead of their game later this afternoon, because I think they would very much welcome a win while these two draw to help them get further away. Looking at the table, PSV well, as it stands, they'll go 2 points behind Ajax before they play their game, because of course Ajax are 1-0 up here. It's a weird game, this, because I know Ajax are 1-0 up, but it just doesn't feel like that because it was an own goal. Ajax, apart from that, have just not been threatening. At Feyenoord are really pushing it in the second half. Oh, shot blocked right in front of goal. Big block that was. Ajax staying ahead. It's been a few fouls, but the referee letting them all play on at the moment. Yellow cards galore in that first half. Alright, Ajax 3 against 4 at the moment. On the halfway line. They've beaten one man. This could be interesting. It's now 2 against 3 for Ajax. Oh, poor ball. I don't know who he was trying to find. I mean, luckily one of his teammates behind us picked it up. It's now on the left-hand side. 3 of them passing it short with each other. But of course, in that time, that's helped the Feyenoord players get behind the ball. Now Tagliafico. Oh, that's not a bad ball in. And they've won a corner. kicked it with his outside of his foot, and it just cheekily curled into the box, and it nearly went in behind the Feyenoord defence, but the goalkeeper, I think, at the end stopped the ball from going in and letting it go out for a corner. Now, that's interesting. They're looking back at something that happened on the opposite side, where Feyenoord are calling for a penalty after a handball, but it hit his leg first, then hit his arm, so I don't think they're going to give it. No, it looks like they're not. And Klazan has just come on for Berghaus. Berghaus, that's him done for the day. Klazan, I do like Klazan. I feel like with Klazan, he's been at his best when he's been at Ajax, when he was at his first spell there, but also his second spell has been great. And during the qualifiers for the Netherlands at the World Cup this year, Klazan and Depay together have been superb to watch. Great chemistry between the two, which I was never really going to expect. Some of you know that I'm not a Memphis Depay fan, really. I've not watched enough of him, to be honest, this season to comment. I know he's at Barcelona now, but the whole team at Barcelona have been pretty dull. So yeah, Klazan on for Berghaus. Berghaus puts his coat on and he'll keep himself warm. That's him done for the day. So now I'm just wondering, will Klazan play in behind of Haller? Because that's where Berghaus was. Problem is, the problem I have with TV matches is you can't see the full formation in front of you. The Eredivisie website suggested that they were doing a 4-2-3-1 formation at the start of the game. Let's read some of your comments. We got Danny DeRuta. Hello, Danny. Hope you're well. Says, I hope Ajax wins. And then he's also put another message with Ajax and then the 3 crosses. Can someone tell me what do those 3 crosses mean? Does that mean European Leagues won? Or as in the crosses that they have normally on the back of their jersey, or that they use in their Twitter messages on the club Twitter account? Do let me know. I'd love to know what it means. Well, there's a foul there, but Ajax are going to continue. It's on the right wing, and he's not kept it in play. That was Anthony who lost the ball there, giving away a throw-in deep in the Feyenoord half. But yes, thanks to those that have subscribed so far to the channel from this stream. If you haven't yet, do subscribe. If you want to watch more of these Dutch football watch-alongs, would really appreciate it. It's your support that keeps the channel going, and give us a like as well if you're enjoying it. Belarus says, ah ha 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 ha. We actually have the official country of Belarus getting in touch, folks. I must admit, I did watch a bit of the Belarus Premier League, I think that's what it's called, during lockdown, because that was the only league in Europe, I think, that was still going on when other countries were in lockdown. And I was able to watch them on my Bet365 app, and even other people that obviously don't watch Belarus football normally were going on about it. So 63 minutes gone, Feyenoord looking for an equaliser to get themselves back level with Ajax. And yet again, every time they get into the box, they just look a bit unclear what to do, and Ajax feel like they're asking for it, but Feyenoord just won't shoot. I do think Nelson's been a good player since he's come on, when he replaced Sinisterra at the beginning of the second half. But meanwhile, at the moment, Ajax, so far so good. They'll get their hands on an early Christmas present if it stays like this. Belarus says, oh. Marco Tullio says 2-5 with a comma in between the two numbers. Not sure what that means. It's not a scoreline prediction, is it? And Alicia Sitmarong says, go Ajax. Let us know as well, folks, where you're watching the match from today. I'll put that in the live chat in a minute, but and also later on we will do a poll for man of the match. Won't be an easy one so far for the poll. It's not been that obvious. Ajax now currently on the left-hand side of the Feyenoord half. Could do with another goal in this game. Be interesting who would score the next goal. Here's Klazan. Yeah, he is playing in behind of Haller, it looks like. And that was a terrible shot. Hit Rosette, that was, from Anthony, and he is smiling and kind of giggling at himself because he knows that was a terrible shot. Not been his game, really, Anthony, today. It's not been his best performance. And just when I look outside, it's got even foggier where I'm living in England. And as I said at the start of this stream, when this game kicked off, it was ridiculously foggy, but it just disappeared. It must have been flares outside the stadium. Such a big game, this. Do feel sorry for the fans. Let's actually check the live poll. I haven't checked in a while. Let's have a look. So, wow, nearly 600 of you have voted on our poll. And we asked you for who you think is going to win. And 64% of you are currently right, with Ajax, Feyenoord with 29%, and 7% of you going for a draw. If you think about it, a draw is more likely than a Feyenoord win right now. Just as I say that, here come the home team. Low ball cross. Oh, just on the near post there. Flick towards goal. It could have poked in, but Pazvir has been able to track the ball very well there. Little cheeky, scary moment, you think, for Ajax. Still, they need 1-0. Ravyard says, listening to your commentary in the car whilst working. Come on, Ajax. Oh, good to hear that. What do you do for a living, Ravyard? Oh, Klazan. He's nice little flick there in the centre circle. So yeah, it looks as though Klazan's playing in behind Haller, just like Berghaus did. So I don't think the formation has changed. Again, it's hard to try and figure it out when it's a TV match. So we got a substitution here for Feyenoord. This is their second substitution of the game. So Linson is going to come off, their centre forward. And it will be Dezes who will come on, the number 33 man. So I'd imagine he'll be their main man up front. In behind of Tornstra, Till. Here they come again, Feyenoord. On the left-hand side, it's Nelson again. Wins a corner. A couple of Ajax defenders trying to track back there, including Alvarez, as he runs back into the box to get ready for this corner. Just over 20 minutes remaining. Ajax still 1-0 up here. you'd think next goal wins. Well, not next goal wins, but if Ajax get the next goal, it should be 3 points to them. I did say in my scoreline predictions it would be 2-1 to Ajax. Will I be correct? Feyenoord need a goal at least. Yet again, their corners, just nothing from it. They've still got it though, outside the box. Another long ball into the... Oh, straight to the hands of Pazvir. Poor ball. Now Ajax, can they go on the counter? Great ball through to Klazan if he can get there. No. Goalkeeper comes out. Well defended actually at the end. Klazan did fantastically well with his run, but just couldn't get the ball. Ajax, danger's not over yet. Chip ball in. Is that Haller? Haller to Klazan. Klazan, poor, not really sure what the ball was to him. He was never going to get behind it with a good balance. It's out of the penalty area now. Feyenoord have kept the ball for now. Ray Tip says, go Feyenoord. Gorilla999 says, goal. And Ravyard is responding to my question. He says, delivering groceries as a side job. Still studying, but I have to pay the rent. You got to do what you got to do, haven't you, mate? My Games in Life says, go Ajax. Hopefully you'll have a good Christmas, all of you. Oh, Feyenoord, they could, and they have scored. It's offside. They found the net, but yeah, it did look offside, I must admit. And the linesman and the referee did not hesitate there. Let's watch this again. They've got VAR. Oh yeah, he's offside. It's pretty obvious. I think it was Nelson who scored it. And for now, Ajax still stay 1-0 up, but that might just be an alarm clock towards Ajax and to Ten Hag that they really do need a second goal, don't they? Because this could still be a draw, at least. Now, I didn't catch the face then, but one of the Ajax players was down on the ground after that disallowed goal. It was Timber. And I wonder if he might come off because we've got an Ajax player about to come on here. Oh, there's a yellow card. For the Feyenoord manager. Oh dear. Must have said something to the fourth official or had a go. That's a yellow card for him. As I said, it's been yellow cards galore so far. In terms of stats so far, I mean, look at this. Fouls 10 for Feyenoord, 8 for Ajax. The possession has been more for Ajax, 55% to 44%. And the attempts have been more towards Feyenoord, 10 to 6. So Timber has gone off. He puts his coat on and is done for the night. And it looks as though it's Regia who's come on. I wonder if Feyenoord are making a sub as well. Yep. Jahan Bakish, who's actually our main man on our thumbnail today, has just come on. And I think he's just replaced Pedersen. But yeah, I think Feyenoord are going to go all out now. They're going to give it a go. They've put a right back off for a forward, so... Patrick Maticia says Feyenoord to score next goal. Gorilla 999 says go Ajax and then says fuck Feyenoord. Lovely. Remember folks, it's your support that keeps this channel going for future watch-alongs like this. So if you haven't yet and you do want to follow our stuff, click that subscribe button. Subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We'd really appreciate your support. We've got another football watch-along tonight. We like to specialise towards European football outside of the UK, even though I'm based in the UK, but we've learned that we certainly get a lot more interaction, a lot more fun out of our European games. And tonight at 7:45 UK time, we'll be doing a watch along for AC Milan versus Napoli, which has been a very, very interesting league to watch this season. 16 minutes remaining then. They're making substitutions, both teams, in the last few minutes. Changes being made, tactics maybe being changed. But who will come out on top? Currently Ajax, with that own goal from Feyenoord in that first half, is what separates the two sides. Here they come again, Feyenoord. On the left-hand side. And then back to the halfway line. They've got to be careful here. They're feeling the pressure from the Ajax front line, but they keep hold of it. And Pazvier will pick it up. No problems for him so far. He's not had much to really do, in all fairness to him. Technically, he conceded a goal, but it was offside, so he's not actually had much to do. It's been an interesting game, but it's both teams very tight. Such a big match and occasion. When you're talking about the table. Oh, Ajax kept that in play. Yes, they have on the left-hand side. I think that's with Tadic. Now Klazan. In about 5 minutes, folks, I will change the poll and ask you for your man of the match. It's not going to be an easy one. Have they won a corner? No, it's a goal kick for Ajax. Nelson has been great so far. Has been great since he came on. So, 12 minutes to go. One of the Feyenoord players down at the moment as the match is paused. Oh, was that a foul? It looks as though... So it looks as though there was a foul in the box. I wonder if there's been a penalty given here while I was looking the other way. Yeah, yellow card for Nelson. And it was a foul in the Feyenoord box. So I'd imagine we've got a penalty here. So I do, yeah, it is. It's a penalty. I apologise, folks. I looked away there, missed the foul, and Ajax have a penalty. So Tadic has put the ball on the spot, but he's going to have to wait because Wrench, who came on as a substitute for Ajax, is still being checked out in the box from one of their physiotherapists. So at the moment, with literally 11 minutes to go, Ajax might just win the game here and now. Tadic will be a bit annoyed with his teammate of Wrench. He'll be happy he won them the penalty, but the fact that he's injured and having to be checked out, he's having to wait a long time to take this penalty, and I'm sure he'll be thinking a lot in his head, which doesn't help. I always think the longer they have to wait for the penalty, the more annoying that can be for them. Anyway, Tadic to take the penalty, and he does score. No doubt whatsoever. Bottom right corner of the net. He kisses the badge and jumps up with a fist pump in the air. And Klazan and the rest of the team go on and celebrate with him. And Ajax 2 to the good with 10 minutes to go. And that is probably done and dusted in terms of this game. Ajax looking like they're going to get the 3 points. But it was definitely a penalty looking back at the foul. So Feyenoord 0, Ajax 2. And Ajax look like they're going to go at the top of the Eredivisie before PSV play in just over half an hour's time. So, my scoreline prediction might come true if Feyenoord can get a goal before the end. I said it'd be 2-1. I got the first goal scorer wrong, though, because it was an own goal. Ajax have a free kick here. It's another... Well, Wrench was able to carry on, I think. Oh, it's Anthony. Oh, he lands terribly. It's not a foul. It's just he jumped so high up in the air to try and go for the ball. And then he just fouled really nastily on the way down. Not a foul at all, really. But these days, the referee would still give it as a free kick. So yeah, Ajax have made 3 substitutions and Feyenoord have now made 3 substitutions. 8 minutes to go. I don't know what it's like in the Eredivisie, but obviously the minimum used to be 3 substitutions. I wonder if it's back to that or if it's now at 5. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was Anthony who landed pretty badly on that pitch. He's being checked out. I do feel for Nelson, though. I think he's been great in this game, but then he goes and gives away a penalty. You know, he started to liven things up on the left wing for Feyenoord since he came on. A fresh pair of legs certainly made a difference on that side. Play resumes. Anthony back on the pitch. Ajax in possession on the halfway line on the far side. You'd think surely the 6-pointer match is going to be won by Ajax, but who knows? My scoreline prediction, I went with 2-1 to Ajax. Just imagine if Feyenoord can get a goal now. If they can just get a goal with a few minutes to spare, it would certainly make the conclusion of this very interesting. Oh, long ball into the box. Oh, dealt with well there. And actually, while we've got just a few minutes left, let's do our man of the match vote. So we'll end the poll. 63% of you going for Ajax, and it looks as though you lot will be correct. But I'll do my man of the match poll now. Alright, who am I going to give it to? This is going to be difficult. It's always hard to... It's just one of those games where it's not that obvious who's been that good, to be honest. Right, there you go. Your man of the match poll is up. So, you've got the options of Tadic, Schurz, both of them for Ajax, or for Feyenoord, it's Gertrude. Gertrude's done alright in defence today, I think. But yeah, I'd probably, if it was me, I'd give it to Tadic. He set up the first goal, which ended up being an own goal, but it was a fantastic cross. And he scored the second goal from the penalty spot. He's had a great season. I think he's got the most assists in Europe this year? No, there was a stat before. Let me find it. I shared it in our Let's Talk Sport WhatsApp group chat, actually. Let's have a look. I was very happy to see it because I'd like to say I'm a big admirer of Tadic since his move to Ajax. Here we go. So Dusan Tadic has officially broken the record for most assists in a calendar year, which is 36. Previously owned by Lionel Messi, he now has 37 assists, which technically, I mean, I'd love to know, would that one he got in the first half with that cross end up being an own goal, would that technically be an assist? I'd imagine not, but he's the one who set it up, he's the one that made it happen. But who knows? We'll have to check if that does count. I really doubt it. I think it still has to be a team goal. But at the moment, Feyenoord running out of time. Nearly pretty much less than 4 minutes to go till we reach 90. And it's just like the stadium being empty. It's rather a dull day for them in Rotterdam. Let's see if any of you have voted so far on the man of the match. We've had a few votes so far. Schurz for Ajax is getting more votes than Tadic, actually. Oh, good chance. Ajax, goalkeeper's off the line. Can they make it 3-0? No, it'll be a corner. No, it's a goal kick, actually. They didn't get anything out of that. Bit of frustration there for Paula. He's not really had much going on with him today, I must admit. They've kept him quiet, Feyenoord. But yeah, just a shame to see the game be separated by an own goal, really. Feyenoord have done alright. Anyway, here come Ajax again. Oh, that's a good long ball into the box. He's on his own. It might be too wide. Actually, it doesn't matter. Anthony is caught offside. Feyenoord take it quickly. As I said, time running out. 2 minutes left now on the clock. I'm going to say 4 minutes of added time. That's what I reckon. Ugh, dreadful long ball. Straight to the feet of Pasveer of Ajax. In the other game, that's in stoppage time right now. Go ahead, Eagles. 2-0 down to NEC. Ooh. Oh, Feyenoord looking for that goal. Just so that my scoreline prediction will be correct. So 4 minutes of added time. I thought it would be. I said it would be. One prediction I got right today. Even though that's normally the standard these days of second half stoppage time. Chested down, Klazan. Now onto the far left. Here they come, Ajax. They couldn't make it 3-0. Oh, deep ball into the box to try and find Haller there, but well defended by Feyenoord. It's gone out for a corner. Doesn't help the home team at all there, but if they can avoid a third goal, it was good defending at the end. Great sliding challenge. Corner kick it will be. As you'd expect, Tadic taking his time to take the corner. Actually, he's got Gravenberch to come over and take it. It looks like they're going to play it short next to the corner flag and waste some time. Yep. Oh, not bad pass to Tadic as well. Tadic to bring it in, headed out of the box. We'll try again. And the goalkeeper should get that loose ball. He does so. He'll boot out as quick as he can. If there's any hope of Feyenoord coming back from 2-0 down with 2 minutes left of stoppage time. Apologies that the room that I'm in is getting dark. The light bulb that's normally above me in this room is currently not working, which is not handy at all. Might be for the best. Probably don't want to see my face. Oh, Ajax. They've got it in the box again. Might go for a long range shot. Oh, nearly. I thought that was going to find the net. I think it was Alvarez with the shot with his right foot. Picking up the ball from Gravenberch. Oh, it would have been a lovely finish. I don't think the goalkeeper had it covered either. 60 seconds left of stoppage time. I do apologise to any of you that have relied on me with my predictions that are below me today. Completely got them wrong. Scoreline going for 2-1 for Ajax. And Sebastian Haller getting the first goal. Well, with 40 seconds left, I don't think Feyenoord are going to get that goal. So, I do apologise. Hopefully I'll do better in my next game tonight, which is the Serie A watch-along of AC Milan versus Napoli. That's on at 7:45. Join me on the YouTube channel for that on Let's Talk Sport. Free kick here for the Ajax goalkeeper to take. Seconds remaining. Feyenoord head the ball forward. Oh, and there's a blistering pace here from Nelson, who gave away a penalty. Would love to make amends, but his pass has been intercepted. And we're on exactly 94 minutes, and the referee will not let the game go on even further. And that is full time at the Feyenoord Stadium. Frustration for the home team. It could have been another result for them. A draw, as I said, would have been a good result, I think, for the home team. But instead, they have lost. And that basically means that they will remain in third, at least after this weekend. Ajax go top of the Eredivisie before PSV kick off in about 20 minutes time. So they're 2 points above PSV. So a good afternoon from Ajax. It wasn't the most prettiest of football today from either side, but at the end of the day, every win counts, every point counts when it comes to a Football League competition. So anyway, my thanks to you lot at home for watching, and we'll quickly just make sure we go through the results of some of the matches going on across Europe today before we wrap up for this stream. So if you haven't yet, quickly vote for your man of the match. It's on the poll right now on the live chat page. Currently got 60% of you going for Tadic. Schürrle, the centre-back for Ajax, has got 30%. And Gurtriter from Feyenoord has got 10%, who I'd probably say has been their best player today if we're going to pick one out for the losing team. But if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like if you've enjoyed that today. And we'll, of course, make sure we do more Dutch football watch-alongs going forward. Let's just quickly go through some of the results of today that have happened so far. So currently now, Newcastle United 3-0 down to Man City in the second half. It looks as though Ruben Diaz, Cancelo and Mahrez have got the goals. Wolves are holding on very well against Chelsea. Goalless there after 1 hour of football. Chelsea away from home, and at the moment they're going to slip up points again like they did against Everton earlier this week at Stamford Bridge. That ended in a draw. And a big game later on at 4:30. Spurs hosting Liverpool after Spurs having to miss a couple of games due to a COVID outbreak in the camp. And the Scottish League Cup final, which kicked off at 3 o'clock about 20 odd minutes ago. It is goalless between Hibs and Celtic. Looking at the European League, Spanish La Liga, Granada 4, Mallorca 1. That was an early kickoff. Current game going on there right now. Atletico Bilbao 1, Real Betis 1. Getafe against Osasuna is on at 5:30 tonight. And then that's followed by Real Madrid versus Cadiz at 8 p.m. at the Bernabeu Stadium. German Bundesliga, half-time, it's Freiburg 1, Bayer Leverkusen 1. Both teams fighting for European football this season in the German league. FC Cologne and Stuttgart, which I think could be a good game to watch, is at 4:30 today. And in Serie A, because as I said, we'll be doing some Serie A later on. Fiorentina 2, Sassuolo 2. That finished 2-2. No thanks to Fiorentina. I had an accumulator on them and they ruined me. Spezia 1, Empoli 0. Sampdoria take on Venezia at 5 p.m. and at 5 p.m. as well at the same time, Torino taking on Hellas Verona. And then our featured match tonight as one of our watch-alongs, our next watch-along at 7:45, 7:45 p.m. UK time. In Italy time, it will be at 8:45, AC Milan versus Napoli at the top of the Serie A table. So that's it for now. My thanks to you lot at home and for you lot for keeping me company on the live chat page. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and give us a like as well. We really appreciate your support for today's stream, and we'll see you very soon. So smiles all around for Ajax. Merry Christmas to them. Their Christmas present has come early to them, and if I don't see any of you lot before Christmas, have a fantastic Christmas with your friends and family, and of course a happy new year to you all. But I will see you very soon. Hopefully see you later for AC Milan versus Napoli at 7:45 tonight. See you later.